Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be rating your customs that you all have submitted to me. And so yeah, I think this is like my 7th part of doing this series. So anyways, without further ado, let's get on with the video. Okay, so for our first custom submission, what the person said this is a ruined Foxy custom. Now, I don't know really what to say about this, but I don't know what happened to him, honestly. He's definitely ruined, so that's one thing. He definitely is ruined. That's all I'm gonna say, but I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna give this guy, honestly, I have to give him a 4 out of 10, or actually probably a 3 out of 10. Alright, so for our next submission, we have a Roxanne Wolf figure. Well, I guess like a game accurate one, because Funko did a pretty lazy job on making the actual figure. But anyways, you know, it looks pretty good, honestly. I mean, I like it. I just think the head is too big, and I feel like you should have like the paint better. Like, well, the paint's good, but the color choice is definitely off compared to how she looks like in the game. So I would have fixed those things, and honestly, she's a pretty good custom. So I'll just give her like an 8 or 7 out of 10. Okay, so for our next figure, we have, I'm pretty sure this guy said it was like a movie, Fnaf movie Bonnie figure or whatever. So yeah, here it is. Honestly, this looks really cool. Honestly, like he got the head sculpt like right on. I don't know how he did that, but the head sculpt looks like perfect. And I think like he did the right color choice as well. But the only thing I would change about him is that the clay looks really like the paint isn't bad, but the clay makes him look really rough and like messy. So if I were you, I would switch out the clay for like milliput or epoxy sculpt, so because those just make it look so much better, and they are just better and all. So I would have used those instead, or you can just try smoothing the clay out by putting water on it or something like that. But other than that, I think this is a pretty cool looking figure, and I'll give him about a 6 out of 10. Okay, so for our next submission, we have what this person said is like just a repainted string trap figure. Honestly, I think this looks really cool. I like how they did the eyes and how they put like blood where like the withering is. So I think that's really cool, and I like how they made it metallic, but it's nothing really too special. So honestly, I'll just give this guy like a 6 out of 10. Alright, for the next one, we have a withered Bonnie figure that is made out of clay. As you can see, it looks pretty cool. I mean, it looks alright, but his proportions are really off, and he doesn't really look like the withered Bonnie from the game. It's just like his proportions are off, and I get it's hard to sculpt him, but I feel like he could have made this figure a different way. And I don't know why his mask is like a green crocodile or whatever. I don't know why that is, but I mean, it looks pretty alright.
Overrated as fuck.
Okay, I think I'll just give this like a 4 or 5 out of 10. For our next submission, we have a puppet figure, which I don't ever get any puppet figures really, but as you can see, I think this looks pretty cool. I think it's cool how they made like the music box, and from looks of it, it looks like it can actually open and close, because I can see that they use like some Lego like hinge pieces or whatever to make it open and close. So that's pretty cool. Honestly, I think they did a pretty good job on the puppet figure. It looks a bit messy though. I feel like they could have done the lines like better on the arms, and her face, it looks pretty messy, honestly. I feel like she should be a lot cleaner looking instead of like dirty, but other than that, she looks pretty okay. So if I was gonna give it a rating out of 10, I think I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Alright, so the next one, we have a Sparky figure from like the Fancy Phrase movie. Honestly, this looks really cool. The paint job is really good on this. It's pretty simple, but it actually works really well. I like how you painted the joints like black. Most people forget to like paint the joints a separate color from the body, so I'm glad they did that. And also I like how they gave him like a shiny finish. I don't know why is it that weird. And I like his bow tie too. I think you made it out of paper, so that's actually a pretty smart idea. You know, this figure looks really good, honestly. So if I were to give it a rating out of 10, I think I'd give it a 7. For our next submission, we have a movie Spring Bonnie figure. I get a lot of these recently, but okay. So yeah, it's a movie Spring Bonnie figure. Honestly, this looks pretty good. My only complaints is that it looks pretty messy, like at least the paint job. No, not the paint job, but it's like the clay, the texture of it. So if I were you, I'd probably sand him down. And also, I feel like the knife could have been better. Same with his hands, is kind of weird. But other than that, he looks pretty okay. If I were going to give it a rating, I'd probably give it a 7 or 8 out of 10. Okay, so for the next one, we have a Mingle figure, which honestly, this looks really good. I like the idea of using the Funko Snap endo head for the actual endo head on Mingle. And I honestly think it looks pretty cool, honestly, but the proportions are really bad, and I don't know why. Mangle has like little tiny sticks for her legs. Now I don't know why that is. I don't think he should have that for his legs. I mean, I don't know why they're just little tiny sticks. And yeah, I don't know why his, and also I feel like you should have just used a different head for Mangle, because Funtime Foxy doesn't have the same head as Mangle, so, and I don't know why you didn't change anything on that. But so yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to give this like a 4 or 5 out of 10. Alright, so for the next submission, we have a Dreadbear repaint. Honestly, this looks pretty cool, but I don't know why he's brown. I feel, well, I don't know. I feel like he should be more of a green color, but I think he's pretty cool. He honestly looks pretty well painted. I like how he painted the joints silver and stuff to make it look like an endoskeleton. The eyes look good too. Honestly, I think I'm just going to give this a 5.5 out of 10. For the next custom, we have a Withered Chica figure. And wow, this, I don't know really what to say, but I don't know why she kind of looks like this, to be honest. Like there's like Sharpie on her or something. I'm pretty sure the person who made this just like rubbed like Sharpie on, like they just drew Sharpie on her and then rubbed it with their fingers to make it look. Withered Chica has seen better days, and the paint is not that good. It being pretty bad. But okay, I'm just gonna give this a rating of like 4 or 3. Alright, for the next submission, we have a Withered Freddy figure. Now this is 3D printed. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this a lot, because a lot of people use this 3D printed model or whatever to make Withered Freddy. This one actually looks pretty cool. I like how you added in wires. At least I think you added them in. But yeah, I think the paint job overall is pretty cool, and I think you got it pretty spot on. I think he should be more of like an orangish color though, but other than that, he looks pretty cool. So if I were to give him a rating out of 10, I'd probably give him a 7. For the next custom, we have a Molten Freddy figure. Now they did say that this was a stylized figure, and also don't worry, they said that in the video that they didn't actually use Funtime Freddy and Enter to make this guy. They just used bootleg figures, because you can probably see like at the joints and stuff that, yeah, they said it's a bootleg, and it is. So don't worry, it's not the real ones. But yeah, overall this looks pretty cool, honestly, but I don't know, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. Alright, for the next one, I can't really remember what this was supposed to be. I'm pretty sure they said it was like Withered Freddy or something like that. Honestly, I can't remember, I'm sorry, but I mean, he looks alright. I don't know what is going on with his arm over there, but I don't know really what to say about this. I'm honestly going to give him like a 4 out of 10. 4.5, I guess. For the next one, we have a really good looking FNAF movie Foxy figure. And this one I think is also 3D printed, but obviously they had to like glue the Lego joints together and actually give this like a paint job. And also I'm pretty sure they used actual fabric for his pants or shorts, so that's actually really cool. So yeah, they actually did put a lot of work into this, and I think this actually looks really cool. It looks like he can move quite a lot from like all his articulation, and he looks really accurate to how he does in the FNAF movie. So honestly, I think I'm going to give this guy a 10 out of 10. For our next submission, we have a Withered Bonnie figure, and honestly, this looks pretty cool. I think they did a pretty good job on making his face, but the endo head looks a bit weird on the like lower jaw. I don't know why it's just a silver box, but I mean, they could have definitely gotten the paint job a bit more accurate, and he should have like 2 buttons. The wires don't look too good. Well, actually, the wires look pretty alright, honestly, but they should have painted them a better color. And his endo hand doesn't look the best, same with his withering. I don't know, I think I'm just gonna give him a 5 out of 10. For our next one, we have a really bad quality picture of Dreadbear, but that's okay. Honestly, he doesn't have the best paint job, it looks like, so he doesn't look the best, and also he just kind of has like a yellow square for his eyes, kind of just looking like some Autobot or something from the Transformers movie, but I don't really know. Honestly, I'm probably gonna have to give this like a 4 out of 10.
So, I will have a part 2 out. If your custom wasn't in this, don't worry, I'm just gonna make a part 2. It'll probably be out in like 2 to 3 days, just depends. But yeah, that's where your custom will be. If it wasn't in this video, there'll be a part 2 out, so just stay tuned for that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe. Yeah, you guys have pretty cool customs.